Welcome to Chillin' 101. We hope this video helps.
You begin by turning HDR on the PS5 because the console must send the full signal. Go to Settings Screen and Video Output HDR and enable it. Next, set your TV to game or HDR picture mode so processing is minimal and latency is low. Once done, choose the correct HDMI input that supports HDR and make sure you're using the supplied or certified HDMI 2. One cable to avoid bandwidth limits and tone mapping errors. Now you calibrate HDR on the PS5 with the built-in test pattern so the console maps highlights correctly. Follow the on-screen markers to set peak brightness and white balance. Meanwhile, increase your TV backlight and contrast to lift HDR highlights and reduce overly aggressive local dimming if it crushes midtones. Make sure the PS5 uses RGB full or the highest bit depth your display supports, because a wider range preserves highlight detail and prevents washed-out HDR. Finish by checking each game's HDR slider. You often need to tweak in-game brightness or HDR intensity because games apply their own tone mapping. Make sure both TV and PS5 firmware are current and that the HDMI cable is in the TV's HDR-capable port. If the image still seems off, redo the PS5 HDR adjustment and temporarily switch the TV to a neutral picture profile for diagnosis. If nothing helps, factory reset HDR settings to restore default mapping and try again.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if we helped you.